Hi, I'm Leah Noel Design Co. and today I'm going to show you how to paint over an existing paint finish. So this dresser has been in my daughter's room for 2 years and she decided she wanted a different dresser, so I'm going to paint this black and it's going to go to one of my clients. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to clean it with White Lightning. If you're familiar with White Lightning, it is a granule cleaner and I like to keep it in this water bottle. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it really well with this and then rinse it with just plain water like I'm rinsing shampoo out of my hair. Let's do it. So my next step after it's cleaned and dried is to just kind of go over the piece with my sanding block. This is a medium grit sanding block, and I'm getting all of the edges here as well as all of the corners in here so that the new paint will go on evenly and it will have something to grip to. I'm just going to keep going like this over the whole entire piece. So we're back. I have sanded the whole desk down and I just really focused on my corners, almost like I was just distressing the paint just to smooth anywhere where it could have been nicked, where her, chair is going in and out right here. So now, once I sanded it all with a medium grit sanding sponge, I wiped it down with a 50-50 mix of denatured alcohol and water. You could just use just like straight water, just get all the dust off it is pretty much what you want to do. Since I did this myself, I know that the paint finish underneath is secure. If you're painting something and you're not sure what it is, you might run into some other issues. But for the most part, this is pretty straightforward if you're just repainting something you've already painted in your house. So there's no reason for me to use a primer because the paint is going to adhere properly because it's going onto a previously painted piece of furniture. As well as there's not going to be any reason to prime for stain blocking because it already has a stain blocking primer underneath here and I don't have any issues with it. So I'm going to use an oval medium synthetic brush here today and I'm going to use the Silk Mineral Paint from Dixie Belle Paint Company. I chose to use this kind of paint instead of the chalk paint instead of the original chalk line because I don't have to top coat it, and black is a difficult color to top coat. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and just paint it here. I took the drawers out. I'll do those separately. I did actually apply these molds myself and they're holding up just fine. So I'm going to leave those. And I think I'm just gonna leave this and touch it up at the bottom. So we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a demo on how to use the silk right here. So I have this door, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna load my brush up and I'm gonna stipple my my little design here. So I'm gonna stipple my design here and open this door so that the paint goes on easier. Just gonna go ahead and get my black in this design just to cover it with a stippling motion. Okay, so now that I have it stippled on, I'm just gonna go ahead and even out my paint the best I can on this door so that all my brush strokes are going the same way. So I'm gonna let this dry. I'll come back for a second coat, and other than that, it is done. I will touch this up with the original chalk mineral paint I used because the silk wasn't out yet when I used that. But the black should match up. I may or may not decide to cover the stripes. We'll see how they look with everything else. But for the most part, that's how you do it. It's super, super simple. So I hope you learned something today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments.